There's no sports league unlike it anywhere in the world, where cartoons and football come together. This is the United States Cartoon Football League, celebrating its 40th anniversary.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're the modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, they're a page right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street, through the courtesy of Fred to Pete. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba-dabba-doo time, a dabba-doo time. We'll have a gay old time. Meet George Jetson. His boy Elroy. Daughter Judy. Jane, his wife.
Greetings, cartoon and football fans, and especially fans of classic Hanna-Barbera. This is Bob Mozark of the USCFL Network. In our continuing series of episode runoffs, we are pitting two of Hanna-Barbera's most beloved and memorable franchises. The Flintstones and the Jetsons are in a 12-week contest. We now know when the Masters of the Universe Revelations remaining 5 episodes will air. We will continue the runoff for that series the weekend of November 27th. As always, football scoring will be used. We are choosing the episodes randomly as they are in our library of shows in alphabetical order. However, the information we provide on screen will be shown in order of appearance. As we begin round 7, both the Flintstones and the Jetsons had a perfect round last week. The Flintstones have built a commanding lead over the Jetsons, 44 points to 34. After a brief pause, we will begin round 7 and the second half of the Flintstones versus the Jetsons episode runoff. The Flintstones, Season 5, Episode 14, Adobe Dick. Fred was responsible for organizing a fishing expedition for the fellow water buffaloes of his lodge. He and Barney arrive late at the dock to the irritation of the Grand Poobah. Their boat arrives, the HMS Bounty Stone, captained by Mr. Blah. There are no crew, so Fred and Barney have to weigh the anchor themselves. When they finally start fishing, they are not having any luck, so they decide to take the ship's lifeboat and find a spot where they can fish by themselves. Captain Blah won't notice their absence because he is busy flirting with a mermaid. After a bit, they decide to rest on an island, eat their box lunches, and then take a nap. Turns out the island was Adobe Dick, the great white whaleosaurus. The whaleosaurus chases them and then swallows them. They build a fire and send out a smoke signal through the whaleosaurus's blowhole without luck. Then they find a couple of seagullsaurus feathers and tickle the uvula of the whaleosaurus, which causes it to beach itself and then sneeze them out. Barney tries to take a picture so they can win the contest for having the biggest catch. When they get home, it turns out that Barney had once again taken a picture of his finger. The Jetsons, Season 3, Episode 3, 9 to 5 to 9. Judy wants to impress the new boy at school, Rocky Retro, but he is more interested in the fancy car of Judy's rival, Marcia. George tells Judy if she wants a car, she'll have to work after school to get the money. In order to get a car more fancy than Marcia's, Judy takes on 3 jobs, one at a fast food restaurant, one on a construction crew, and one as a dog walker. Working 3 jobs causes Judy to keep falling asleep, so the family helps her out. Judy takes the job operating the air hammer, Elroy becomes a dog walker, and George takes the job selling burgers, which requires him to wear a chicken costume. Meanwhile, Mr. Spacely is trying to impress a new client who is shocked to see Jane and George at their side jobs. Rocky Retro is impressed with Judy and decides to go out with her instead of Marcia. Mr. Spacely tells George that the new client was impressed with the family and wants George for a new advertising campaign. We will now briefly pause before returning with the scores and wrap-up. Wrap-up. Adobe Dick was an interesting homage to several famous nautical stories, specifically Mutiny on the Bounty, Moby Dick, and Jonah and the Whale from the Old Testament. I give it a 7. Working 9 to 5 to 9 was also an homage, this time to the movie Working 9 to 5. Judy got to demonstrate that she had a strong work ethic and was not just a flighty teenager. I give this episode a 6. As always, viewers are welcome to submit their own reviews and scores. This is Bob Mozart from the USCFL Network signing off until next week.